Welcome friends to our Linux command series. Today we will see netstat command. Okay, so the netstat command is basically a network utility tool. Okay, that is used for displaying network connection, routing tables, interface statics, and moreover all things around network. Okay, so there are some common options that we can use with this command, that is A for displaying all active connection, T for showing the only the TCP connections, U showing UDP connections, L for all listening ports, okay, and for displaying the network and port numbers, P the process ID, R for the routing table, and E for the extended information, and S display the static for each protocol. So without wasting time, let's move to our Linux screen and do the hands-on on this command. So friends, let's do some practical for our netstat command. So before starting that netstat, okay, let's take a scenario. Today I will see you the scenario that what we are using. Okay, so let's suppose you're given a situation that someone someone told you that provide you the server name and told you that however SQL is not working on it. Just please can you please check on this? We are not able to access the MySQL server on the URL. Okay, as you know, by default, my SQL server is running on 3306 port, right? So to to check that, you check the service as usual that and you find that my SQL service is running fine, right? So how you troubleshoot that that thing further, right? So, what we will do, I will check because it's not working on the URL, okay, and it's having always a defined port. So I will check that port is working or not, right? So in that case, I will check the netstat with the help of netstat command. I will check all the active my active ports, okay. Based on TCP or the UDP, I select that, and I am filtering all the listening ports. Okay, and I will try to search that 3306 port. So as you can see, we are getting that TCP 3306 port information. Okay, and it's listen, right? So in that scenario you found that that port is not listening. Okay, you have found that port is not listening. So what you will do, you will try to restart MySQL server from the node where it is installed, and cross check if the port is listening or not. After restarting that service, you found that your port is listening on 3306 with this output, and you told that user that port is accessible now, you can try to launch MySQL on the screens, right? So that's how we are using the netstat in our day-to-day life. Let's get back to the basic of it. So we have we are dealing with only first 10 lines, right? We are not getting only all things. We can understand all things using only the first 10 lines. So you can see the first 10 lines of this netstat commands. So it is always provide you some information about what kind of connection it is, just like okay, active Unix domains, okay, active internet connections, right? We have only two internet connections that are active currently, that are established from some another server or maybe a machine to this machine, right? Using SSH. Okay, I hope you got it. Okay, now I need to see all the active connections here, right? On this node. So as you can see, it's showing me the servers and the establishments. Okay, so you can see all the TCPs. Okay, and TCPs, all these connections are showing me here. So this output is showing all the active servers as well as the established. So I have two established nodes as well for this. That's established is seeing in our profile. Okay. So let's suppose I need to want to see some specific like TCP. I want only. So I will attribute it with minus t. Okay, and I got the current TCP connections. Okay, so only the current. For all active, I need to add this A for all the active things. So let's suppose I want only the listening thing. Okay, but uh, I don't want all all actives, or it not maybe a TCP only. It may be I want only the listening ports. So you can see I'm getting the listening ports only, the servers. You can see we are getting answer like that only servers, not the establishments here, right? As we have seen above that servers and establishment, when we are seeing all the active nodes, right? So we are seeing the establishments as well as the servers. But on the list, you can see that we are only getting only servers, not the establishment, right? But if I make it with a, so now we are getting servers and the establishments, right? Because we are checking all active nodes with the listeners. So let's suppose I need all the TCPs with their PIDs. So you can see currently I'm not be a PID. Okay, it's giving you the PID in no PID information. Let me try with the sudo. So with the sudo, it's giving me all the PID information as well. Because when I run it without sudo, so you can see it's giving no information could be read for PIDs, because this thing, that is it is internally called, it should be done with root user. Okay, so that's why if you run with the netstat with sudo, it will give you all the PIDs. Okay, this one. Okay, so there is one attributes that is n. It basically gives you the port numbers. You can see the transformation with this output with this, right? Here we are getting the server name, right? My service name, you can see MySQL, Sun Process, SSH, SMTP, SSH, right? MySQL and Sun Process. But when I use it with N, it will show me the ports, okay, and information all these things, these processes, it convert based on the ports, right? So the default port that we are running the MySQL is 33606. Okay, the Sun process is 111, SSH is 22, SMTP is 25, 2222. Okay, that's how we are using this. So with N, it has convert my services with the port numbers, with the numerical port numbers. So that's all for the basic netstat command. So I hope you like this, and you are practicing all the commands that we have learned in past within this series. So if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe the channel. And I will meet you in next video with some new commands on our Linux series. So till then, happy learning.